And up first this week we saw Sherlock Holmes, and this is directed by Guy Ritchie, and it's of course based on the novels by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Well, the characters are.
Well, yeah,
the story is.
Yeah, the characters are. And I mean, it really boils down to more or less a buddy cop movie based with Sherlock Holmes in it, and it has a pretty intricate storyline dealing with Mark Strong's character, Lord Blackwood, and he has convinced everyone that he is some sort of magical being that can put spells on people and bring himself back from the dead and things like that. And it's up to Sherlock Holmes and Watson to figure out what is actually going on. And one of the things that kind of struck me is that, and I know that it's just based off of the story, and it's pretty much based only in the names of the characters Sherlock Holmes and Watson. But this really seemed like CSI Great Britain to me. I mean, you have the crimes unfolding, and then at the end there's the big reveal in it. I think one of the things that really helped this movie out is, as it always does, is Robert Downey Jr. Because watching him on screen, he has such a persona that he brings to everything that he does, that he's just enjoyable to watch.
Well, and it's a different enough character every time. I mean, he's not just playing Tony Stark or any of the other number of characters. I mean, it's always a unique character, and I think they took a fair amount of liberty with the Sherlock Holmes character. I don't know, maybe to make him. There's been other Sherlock Holmes films for TV and movies that have been made, but he's always kind of looking down his nose and like, look how smart I am. I can solve it.
And it's pretty dry humor throughout most of it.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a big budget action movie. And but it was fun. The one thing I thought was very Holmesian about it is at the very end he basically just rattles off like, this is what's been going on this whole time. That was pretty Holmesian. But I mean, really, it's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Holmesian?
Yeah. Okay, that's a word.
All right, let's just check it.
But it is a very much a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, it is.
And as such, I mean, it was entertaining. If you're a big fan of Sherlock Holmes, I don't know you're really going to recognize a whole lot of what's going on here. And they seem a little gay in this.
Well, yeah, I think
bromance at the very least.
Yeah, I guess
they're not partners in crime solving only. They even live together in this version of this story. But it was fun. It was not a great movie. It's certainly not one of the best ones I've seen of the year. But it was entertaining, and if for no other reason,
a great deal of fun.
Yeah, and Guy Ritchie is greater than he without Madonna than he is with.
Yeah, she's obviously stopped sucking his soul. So
check this one out,
and we'll be right back.